Opportunity to Rise by Morgan Watkins, Simpson University. War times create an environment of uncertainty. Most Syrian refugees are just trying to survive. Syrian refugees are struggling in their own country to try and get higher education. From a young age, they have so much to overcome just to make it to school. Coming to America and attending university will give them the opportunity to learn valuable skills and ideas that they can take back to their country and implement for future generations. What to consider: the application process, what is a refugee, how to offer this opportunity, how the education will affect their country for the better, how to help with the cultural shock of Reading and the possible discrimination, what additional resources will the students need in order to focus on school when their family is in constant turmoil. The application process for Simpson University is an extensive one, especially for international students. Between admissions requirements for first-time freshmen, having to submit SAT scores, having to submit their official transcripts and official college transcripts if they had that opportunity in their country, having to provide a spiritual reference, and complete the I-20 form. It's a very long process, but definitely worth it. Having to provide a spiritual reference and complete the I-20 form. It's a very long process, but definitely worth it. What is an I-20 form? It is a certificate of eligibility for non-immigrant student status, and it is required to go with a visa, and they have to keep the original form with them anytime anyone needs to review their visa. And a visa is something that permits the passport holder to enter, travel through, or reside in a country for a specified amount of time for the purpose of tourism, education, employment, just to name a few. So it's basically how foreigners are allowed to go to school in other countries. There are two types of student visas listed below. One is for an academic student, which means that they would earn a degree, diploma, or certificate, or for a vocational student, which would be like a trade school. So those are the two types of student visas. Or for a vocational student, which would be like a trade school. So those are the two types of student visas. Some general facts about refugees are that the highly educated refugees can become better leaders in their communities. DAFI scholarships are awarded to help cover a wide range of costs from tuition fees, transportation, food, and any other allowances. And since the beginning of the DAFI scholarships, they have awarded 8,000 scholarships to refugee students. And by the end of 2016, there was a recorded 22.5 million refugees worldwide. How to offer this opportunity? You must really consider how to get the word out, which a great organization to contact would be the UN Refugee Agency. It's a global organization dedicated to saving lives, protecting rights, and building a better future for refugees. There's also a more close to home unit that is the USA for the UN Refugee Agency, and around the world they help refugees survive, recover, and build a better future. There's financial support that would need to be evaluated. There's several different scholarships, different work opportunities that refugees can apply for so that they could pay for their schooling and take care of themselves when they come here. And build a community at the university with tutors. Tutors would not necessarily be an added cost. It could be for community services, and they could enjoy helping others, or it could be a requirement of one of their classes. But it could start at home first instead of waiting until refugees started. How will education affect their community for the better? Education is a basic human right. Education protects refugee children and youth from forced recruitment into armed groups, child labor, sexual exploitation, and child marriage. Education also strengthens community resilience. Education empowers by giving refugees the knowledge and skills to live productive, fulfilling, and independent lives. Education enlightens refugees, enabling them to learn about themselves and the world around them, while striving to rebuild their lives and communities. How to help with the cultural shock of Reading and the possible discrimination. Having regular meetings with other Syrian refugees could help make the transition a little easier. A group of fellow classmates that have seen and have been through similar events could assist the group in processing the trauma together. The group could ask questions of each other, and it would foster an environment of learning and understanding, since language could be a possible barrier. Being a mostly white community makes for deep ingrained biases that people of different skin color would need to be made aware of so they were not caught off guard. Give the group some skills on how to navigate the kind of potential issues that could help to make the transition a little easier. Give the group some skills on how to navigate the kind of potential issues that could help to make the transition a little easier. What additional resources will the students need in order to focus on school when their family is in constant turmoil? Coming up with a plan of where the refugees would live would be vital to their success. Having stable housing and a food plan through the university could help alleviate the stress of basic needs being met. Tutors in general are helpful for any student, and I know there are lots of communities that offer tutoring for math, English, or any of the campuses. Counselors that can help refugees navigate the fact that our culture is image obsessed and we're training our kids to spend more time and mental effort on their appearance. That could be quite shocking for any refugee that comes over. In conclusion, Syrian refugees have seen more than anyone should see. War is ugly, and being able to offer opportunities and tools to assist in rebuilding their communities is why universities in America participate in helping educate refugees. Supporting each other in times of great need is what Jesus would do. I wholeheartedly stand by this mission, and I'm proud to attend a university that has the avenues to make this a reality.